days ahead here in Jamaica, land we love, the land of wood and water, as well as CVMTV, and elections are in the air. I know the people in foreign, me know. No phone shop, no teeth. I know. Many of you are flying in. I know. The tickets are booked. I know. Out at Norman Manley will be full. Science International will be full. So good morning to everybody who is making their way back to Jamaica to exercise their democratic franchise, okay? And, of course, here on CVM, we've got you covered. Wherever you are in the world, we're there with you, too. All you have to do is stay tuned on our YouTube channel, log on, listen in, and always remember to spread the word. Now, the big rallies are behind us. Both political parties have had their closing showdowns this weekend, one in Montego Bay, Sam Sharp Square, and the other in Spanish Town. But what does it all mean as we count down to Election Day on Wednesday, September 3? Joining us once more for Your Decision 2025 checkup is our managing editor for news and current affairs, Giovanni Dennis. Good morning, Sir Dennis. How are you?
Good morning, madam. I'm well, thank you.
Very well. I know you've been working. Giovanni, no sleep.
Still no sleep.
No sleep.
It's only until Wednesday, so it is what it is, and we're just getting it done.
I think on Thursday we should organize a bus ride to go to a beach or a river.
I hope Mr. Oliver Market
I know, right?
yes.
And the chairman. Good morning, Delroy. Good morning, sir. And it's his birthday as well. So happy birthday to our chairman. Well, yesterday, belatedly, our chairman, good morning and happy birthday belatedly. But Giovanni, talk to us about, Dennis mentioned it earlier and I just did, that the campaign showdowns, the rallies, it's over. It's now time for what then? What's next?
Okay, so what next is they'll be quietly working, and some of them will still be making some stops throughout up until Tuesday, because a day before, at the very least, there should be no campaigning, no kind of advertising and stuff like that. Last night, though, was the final chance for each of the parties to rally their base, to remind them of their plans and policies going forward. And the Prime Minister used last night as well to announce a new, make a new announcement.
Yes.
So the minimum wage will be moved over time, he says, from $16,000 per 40-hour work week to $32,000 per 40-hour work week. But he says that will be done gradually over the next term. Initially, though, the reading of the first budget, if they form the next government, if the JLP forms the next government by next year, it will be moving from $16,000 to $18,500 per week in the first instance, and then gradually it will be increased over time. So that was a major announcement coming out of his presentation in Spanish Town. As you know, his the JLP's mass rally in Spanish Town is significant to the Prime Minister, I believe, because he's from Spanish Town as well. He went to St. Catherine High. So I think that it was a sense of, returning home, the boy from Spanish Town who grew up now to be leading the country, coming back now and asking to say, hey, give me the 3P, let us do it right here. And of course, he's being presented, as the cool Prime Minister, the bro god, the Clarks, and no, it's the 1 p.m. So, there was an instance in halfway through we threw out one of the sweaters, and I think yesterday he gave one
Mr.
to
Vegas, I saw that, yes.
So that was the whole theme of it. It's like, give us a next chance. We're doing this as well for the most vulnerable in the society. And of course, all the other speakers would have been touting the JLP's achievement. They would also be, dismissing what the PNP is putting forward. Now, for example, Marlon Morgan, who is a senior member of the Communications Task Force, he was singing a cappella yesterday. Oh. So he was there, in terms of saying why, Jamaicans should vote for the JLP and not go towards the PNP, and also speaking about, for example, since the start of the year, jacket, misaligned children is a big topic in Jamaica. Saying, when it comes down to 9 years of lowering income tax threshold, PNP not the father, vote for JLP, talking to uncommitted voters. So, it was the usual theatrics on stage, as you'd expect. Chris Tufton, Dr. Christopher Tufton speaking as well, Senator Albin Hill. All these persons were persons who touched the platform, touting the JLP's achievement and explaining why they deserved a third term. Now, the PNP, they were in Sam Sharp Square
That's right.
in Montego Bay for their final one, and they brought out, their big guns as well. Former party president and former Minister of Finance, Dr. Peter Phillips, came on stage endorsing the 3.5 plan, because when you see Dr. Peter Phillips, you're thinking, okay, this man, he has the gravitas, he has the stature, he's a former finance minister, and if he says this can work, the idea is that people say, okay, yeah, man.
He's believable, he's credible, yeah.
There we go. And then
giving some street cred to Marky G.
And then, there was the rift in the party. There was a division in the party that was also, acknowledged as well. He mentioned, once you see him there, it shows that the party is united and united for change. Mark Golding was also doubling down on the 3.5 tax break that he spoke about as well. And, there was also the big talking point coming out of the debates between both leaders, where Mr. Holness, Dr. Holness spoke about, being born in Jamaica is not what necessarily makes you Jamaican.
Yeah, that's been doing the rounds a lot.
So Damian Crawford, as you know, he's a proper orator as well. He doubled down on that. Ian Hales as well doubled down on that.
Damian is hilarious, though. I mean, serious and very pointed, but let me tell you, I don't know where he crafts these things.
You have to born with it.
Yeah.
Just like, I don't think your talent is taught at all. You're just born with it. He's born with the gift of the gab, I think is what they refer to it.
Damian is the linguistics assassin.
I've never heard that before. I'm going to borrow that. I'm going to borrow that one from you.
He has that he's very savvy, with that. And so when I saw him on stage, and he knows how to rile up the base and rile up the people and speak their language, because I think a key part of communication is meeting your constituents where they are. So whether you're a Rhodes Scholar, whether you're a Shevening Scholar, darling, like Mr. Janice, or, you are not a graduate, but you still have sense and your vote still matters. It's about communicating in a way that they understand and they are moved to action. And
that's why they have a variety of speakers at these events. You have the persons who can talk to the common man, and then you have the persons who want to talk to people who are a little bit more educated, using a little bit more nuanced language as well, but also trying to still keep it simple. And I think that's where you have people like Damian Crawford, because he can speak something very complex that a 7-year-old can understand.
We eat with kings and queens, but we have the common touch.
There we go. So it was massive for both of them.
I'm big in Giovanni, it's how big. I'm campaigning for CVM. That's what I'm campaigning for.
No, man. The team, the work that we've been putting in over here, I mean, I'm not giving too much away, but tune into CVM on Wednesday for wall-to-wall coverage, starting from in the morning, from sunrise straight through until the first team to 32. Wow. It's the first to 32. That's what we're calling it.
First to 32.
First to 32. So we're going through it. I won't give much away, but the team ready. Yeah. And we're working.
Definitely ready. In terms of the feeling on a road or in the streets, Giovanni, because we've been there. What have you gotten any kind of reaction from people? What are the people saying generally?
The politics is on everyone's lips. Yeah. I do think, and I'm going to go on the record saying this. Well, I'm not making a prediction either way, but I do think the voter turnout for this election will be much more than what we saw in the COVID election in 2020. That's as far, but because everywhere we go, people are asking me, even since I come here since morning before I came in, Giovanni, what you feel like? Which one going, which one? And someone in the studio was like, give me a break, no same carrots before I come inside. Every single one we go. I mean, when I left, of course, on Thursday, I was one of the questioners at the leadership debate. People were like, yeah, put question on it, told them, what you feel like, so who going to win? And it's just, so everybody is into it. And that's something I've never seen before, really and truly. So that, for me, shows that there's interest in the population. Yeah. And I think as well, credit to both parties and credit to some of the opinion leaders in the country. Everybody that I know, has been encouraging Jamaicans to go out and exercise their franchise to vote. And I think I'm hoping actually that will be reflected in the numbers in terms of the voter turnout that we'll see come Sunday. If the special services workers who voted on Saturday is anything to go by, we'll probably have an increase in the voter turnout come Wednesday. And remember that on Friday as well, we had the bomb threats, 15 bomb
Yes.
threats across the country, and we still had close to 60% voter turnout for the special services, that's the security forces, the people who will be working on election day. We may have a high voter turnout on Wednesday. I'm predicting a high voter turnout.
That was such a disruption on Friday. I mean, it created such chaos and just so much, you know, apprehension among persons. And it was just like, what? At this time, why is this happening? So, you know, we're definitely doing that. But we're going to be on the road. We're going to have our reporters on the road. We're definitely covering, as you said, wall-to-wall coverage. And so persons can just tune in. It's going to be quite interesting, and we'll definitely keep you in the know while you're on the go. Anything else you can tell us, Mr. Dennis?
Don't miss CVM's coverage throughout the entire political process. You should have been here from last week, going straight up to infinity, quite frankly.
I do like that. Well, guys, there you have it. It's, you know, going to be an epic one this year. Again, we're encouraging persons to go out, exercise your franchise, do so peacefully, do so respectfully. Understand that it is everybody's right to vote, right? And you must not intimidate anyone. No violence, right? Because as I tell people, after election day, whether JLP or PNP, the P that matters too is people. And we're all Jamaicans, we're all people. And politicians, many of them are friends, many of them are neighbors, many of them are, you know, them par, they play golf together, they drink together, they fly together.
To live and work together and play domino together.
Absolutely. And so it should be no different for us. So you choose who you want to choose, I choose who I want to choose, but at the end of the day, we are respectful in how we conduct ourselves, right? So that's the message that we want to leave you with this morning. Our guest has been Giovanni Dennis, Managing Editor for News and Current Affairs here at CVM. It's time to take another break, but no worries, we'll be right back.